What is peace for you?
Yelling triggers me. So I don't want to yell. I want to sit and have a conversation. But
Right,
if you start
right.
yelling at me, I am going to retreat and I'm going to get mad because I already told you this is what triggers me. I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to yell. I want to
You
fight with
just
people.
having a talk, but ain't nobody comprehending and ain't no understanding coming from it. Then what's the point in talking about it? I feel like sometimes people don't listen to understand. People listen to be ready to snap back at
It's, I say big old age, and you still worry
you.
about getting a piece of ass, and that's your main concern. Oh, like you got a long way to go.
You got a
You got a
very
long way.
fucking
You got
long
a
way
long
to
way to go.
go.
If you
One of the biggest issues with relationships, I feel like, is people are basing their relationships and what it should be or what it should like look like based off of what they see on social media.
when you deal with a girl, she don't care. She care about the monetary things. But if you
Right.
dealing with a woman, she care about being taken care of mentally and physically.
Hmm. If you're not adding value, because a man is a bonus, and a
Right.
man that is going to be a provider,
Right.
protector, and just going to make me happy, we can laugh. That's a bonus for me.
Right. Right. A woman is going to cheat when she feel like she missing something. A man
Yeah.
gonna cheat because he see a piece of ass. The best sex of your life didn't come from that dude that you with. The best sex gonna come from that dude that's sitting on his mama couch right now. Cause
He
guess
trying to
what?
fuck his way
He
into a
trying to fuck his way into a
home.
home. So
I feel like sometimes people get comfortable in their relationships and they
that
just
too.
don't think that they have to do those same things that they did to
That
get
too.
you.
That too.
And so that's when I think for some women and some men that's when the nagging, as they call it, or the
Yeah.
we need to talk because something this ain't working.
Right. Do I think she did it? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe not. It don't matter. It's just the thought that you think she did.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Sip Happens Podcast, where shit happens, so we sip, chat, and repeat. So I have a special guest today, and I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
My name is Devin Taylor. Firefighter. What's the best way to describe? I guess. Oof. How you want me to do it? Like, how you want me to describe myself besides like
Um,
what I do for a living?
yeah, and social media. Like you be giving the fellas a lot of advice as far as you know.
I try not to give advice, but like I said, I give advice, but you can see what I do on social media. Like I make TikToks sometimes, like firefighting TikToks, stuff like this. I try not to give advice, but I do give a little something, and it depends on how you want to take it. And I just feel like I sometimes say stuff that people think or don't want to say it out loud, as far as like relationships, and people don't know how to express it. People want to say some of these things, but they don't want the feedback or the honesty or the feelings that it might hurt. They don't want to receive it.
Right.
So I think it's important that people tell the truth about things. So that's all I'm all about, telling the truth.
Most definitely.
So yeah, I'm a firefighter. I've been a firefighter for about 20 years. That's 20 years total. Firefighting in the Air Force, firefighting overseas. There's a contract in Iraq and Afghanistan, and in the Marshall Islands. Came back to the year off. Started working for a city and doing all that. Really, that's really what I've been doing.
Okay.
Been married twice. Been married twice.
You been married twice?
Yeah, I've been married twice. The first time don't really count though. I was 19 years old. I was in the
Okay,
Air
okay.
Force. I got paid. I wanted to get. I had 2 kids early on. Yeah, when I tell people that you was just a little freaky or something, I call you what you want. However, I had 2 kids early on at 19, so I got married. I was broke. My first check was $338. So of course, I wanted more money, so I got married. Asked for a divorce 6 months later. She didn't give me a divorce until 6 years later.
Oh.
Then had a baby in between there with a girl had been in a relationship with for a long time between my divorce. Then I ended up meeting somebody else, marrying her, having 2 more kids with her. She had 2 kids, and that was a long story. But either way, I've been married many times, and I don't know if I'm ever get married again, but it's just where I'm at with it right now.
Oh wow. Okay, ladies. Okay. So the question is, just in case somebody out there wants to know, are you single?
I'm not single. I'm not single.
Sorry,
I'm not
ladies.
not. However, we have a pretty dope relationship, so it's all about honesty with us, and I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
So,
Okay. That's what's up. You like your drink?
mhm.
I made us some lemon drops, strawberry lemon drops. And I just added some Tito's, some strawberry syrup, some, what else did I add? Some lemon juice. And, add a little sugar around the rim and dropped a little lemon in there. And, he said he
Yeah,
liked
it's pretty
it.
good. I had brought my own tequila, but I take that. That's fine. I'm not a big fan of vodka like that, but it's actually pretty good. You know
That's
what you're
good.
doing.
Okay,
You know what you're
okay.
doing.
Okay. I
So,
just put something together.
yeah.
Okay. So we're going to get into today's topic, what we are here for. And the topic today is women want love and men want peace. So, so we're going to start it off like this. What is peace for you?
Peace for me is accepting who I am, accepting who I am with no what's the word? No restrictions. Like you love me unconditionally. So if you love a person unconditionally, that means that you know what comes with them.
Right.
And so if you can give me that peace of like making sure I'm good and accepting what and not want me to change, that gives me peace. Just let me be me. Instead of me
Okay.
having to change who I am or change what I do to make you feel at ease. You gonna love a person for who they are. You're gonna accept all that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So it should be peace. If you accept the person for who they are, it should be peace. You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying?
That's true.
So,
That's true. And okay, and I feel like sometimes us women, you know, men can sometimes y'all are simple
right.
sometimes. And what if you're with the person you're with and your peace means that you have to kind of compromise,
Right.
what you call your peace in order for her to have her peace because we both.
Well, it's a give and take. It's all about compromising at the end of the day. And so I feel like when a person tells you what they come with, hey, this is where I come from. You let a person know everything about them, about yourself. So if she let me know everything about herself, and I let her know everything, if I'm going to accept it, and we have this understanding and peace, and peace will reign. You know what I'm saying? But you
Yeah.
have to compromise with them. You have to. That's just part of it. Y'all have
Yeah.
to come to an agreement and be able to sit down and talk about what's going on and how you feel about something. Anytime something rises, you gotta be able to talk about it. So it's gonna be some kind of compromise. This is what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, that's true. And I feel like sometimes when we say we want our peace, we want our love, that it goes further than just the surface. It goes a lot deeper because I feel like sometimes you may have in your childhood, your household,
Mm-hmm.
you may have come from a household where parents fight
Right.
or you see a
Exactly.
lot of that alcoholism or whatever. And so that's how sometimes I feel like we define our peace
Well,
or the love that
Well,
we.
that too. If you come from a household like that, you come from a household where let's just say your parents were, like you said, were abusive or had or were drug addicts and stuff like that. You have to let that person know this is where I come from. But that doesn't necessarily mean that's your peak. That's you just let that person know this is where I come from. This is what I'm used to. So, or I don't wanna be like that. I wanna be different, but this is where I come from. You let a
Right.
person know that if they notice, they already know what's coming along with you. And so I give an example of myself. I come from let's just say my dad. I was a side child. That's the best way to describe it. My dad had a wife. He had me on the side, me and my little sister. But we wasn't no secret though. We weren't no secret. So we were never a secret. So his wife knew about us, but this is back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So he brought us home. You know what I'm saying? So when you tell a woman this and let her know this is where I come from, this, and I ain't gonna sit here and I tell the truth, I cheated on my exes. But at that point in my life, I didn't know how to tell the truth. I didn't know. I thought I had to lie. So I subconsciously picked up, and you subconsciously pick up a lot of stuff as a kid from your parents, whether you believe it or not. A lot of stuff you do as an adult, it comes from your childhood. So,
most definitely.
So I had to understand, but also my dad told the truth. He didn't lie. I couldn't fathom telling the truth like that. That was my problem. At a younger age, I was like, I'm lying. And I just figured like you have to be able to tell the truth. And if they're going to accept it, they're going to accept it. You have to give a person a choice.
Right.
So my point is that this is where I come from, and you have to be upfront about it, where you come from, and tell a person. Don't hide where you come from.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Don't hide what you've been through. Tell that person the truth.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe in it wholeheartedly. Like up front, like maybe not the first date, but if you find yourself like, whoa, this looks like it's going somewhere,
right.
Like let them know a little bit more about, about me, so it won't be a shocker down the road, and then we having all these fights because I shut down about certain things, we get it all out in the open, and then, it shouldn't be as big of a deal as,
Right, and it should be a big deal because they're giving you a choice.
Right.
So if you really mess with that person or really, feeling that person, you're going to try to understand it and get to it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't happen overnight. And you just don't fall in love overnight. It don't happen
That's
like
true.
that. So
That's
you have
true.
to give a person a chance. You have to give that person a chance and not try to change it. Like, that's just who they are, too.
Yeah.
You have to realize it. And especially at older ages. Now, you might meet, if we were younger, we always think somebody going to change. Like, but now, we at our age now, like, that person, that's who they are. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, and to ask you a question as a man, in the age that we are, and that's how we are. If you're dating somebody and it's somebody that you feel like, we know we can't change people, but do you believe that if that person really see something with you, or just want to take it further, that whatever thing it is that they are not comfortable with, if they really like you and want to go further, do you feel like they should try to at least
try to understand, or
try to come out of, if they're in a shell, as far as
they should. I mean, I feel like they should. Y'all, if you feel like that person brings something to your life, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should try. Like, you should. Like, why wouldn't you try? You know what I'm saying? To see how it goes. I ain't say you gotta marry that person, but at least give them a chance to see what they might have to offer. I think there's what you're supposed to do now, because dating is hard now. Dating is hard. I think it's harder.
I'm still out there, so
I think it's harder for y'all than it is for us.
Yeah.
I think it's harder for y'all than it is for the show.
And I feel like it's more harder for me being 40 now. Like back in my 20s, late 20s, early 30s, I didn't really, I care, but not like I do now. The little things matter. Like, I can't put up with a whole lot. I mean, I can't, I be trying, but I'm out the door because I like to communicate. I'm affectionate. And I'm always needing to know where we stand. Like, I don't like to be in the dark about stuff. If I feel like something is off, or we should be at this level in our relationship or whatever, I'm going to say something. And I need to have a talk.
I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, though. At this point, like, you should be able to discuss when things, like I said earlier, like, you should be able to discuss when things arise. Like, hey, listen down and talk. And it shouldn't lead to yelling. It shouldn't lead to fighting, cursing, all that stuff. Because that yelling, coming from my last relationship, my last marriage, that was a terrible marriage. And so it was a lot of yelling involved, but it wasn't on my end. And so now yelling triggers me. So I don't want to yell. I want to sit and have a conversation. But if you start yelling at me, I am going to retreat, and I'm going to get mad because I already told you this is what triggers me. I don't want to yell. I want to fight. I want to yell. come to an agreement, or we need to step away and come back later and talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think that's really important, being able to communicate and comprehend.
Most definitely.
So
most definitely, because if you just having a talk but ain't nobody comprehending and ain't no understanding coming from it, then what's the point in talking about it? Ain't nobody trying to compromise or listen. I feel like sometimes people don't listen to understand. People listen to be ready to snap back at you.
People listen so you can shut up. Sometimes, I wish you shut up. I'm listening. I'm waiting on you to shut up.
But get what? If it's that, I'm gonna be like, and what I just say? We right, baby. You right. What I say? Tell me what I said.
So it's important to be able to comprehend this stuff. It's very important. And so, like, as a man, you have to listen. Yeah, listen to your woman, but she also has to listen to you too.
Correct.
It has to be reciprocated.
No doubt.
It has to be reciprocated.
No
you know
doubt.
what I'm saying? So it's just part of a relationship.
Yeah.
What it is.
That's true. So again, I'm new to this. Well, I'm not new to this, but I feel like sometimes y'all men say that y'all want peace. And women, we want peace too, but we're more, I would say sometimes more on the affectionate side, as far as I want your time. I want to be able to cuddle, watch movies together. We more on that tip with it. So we could tell y'all, okay, this is what I want. A, B, C. Be direct as possible. And y'all as men, you want your peace, but y'all listen. Okay. And y'all will go along with it for a little bit. And then y'all back into y'all old routine again. And then when we fuss about it, y'all are just like, I can't do this. You messing with my peace.
Nah,
but you ain't giving me my love.
You ain't giving well, let me say this though. You knew that person wasn't that affection when you fell for him. I say that they didn't just start out that way. That's how they work. Like, you can't sit here and tell me that he just was affected and he just stopped. He was like that in the beginning. You was just okay with it. Then you start noticing that, like, I want some affection. This boy, he ain't giving me no affection. I feel like this is something that you had already accepted. Now you finally notice it. That's what I say. That's what I say.
That could be true sometimes, and sometimes it could be that the man just think he got you. I feel like sometimes people get comfortable in their relationships and they don't think that they have to do those same things that they did to get you.
That too.
And so that's when I think for some women and some men that's when the nagging, as they call it, or the we need to talk because this ain't working.
Right. And I can agree with that. I can agree with you on that because it does happen like that. It happens. Like, you get comfortable and do like, I'm good. Like, I already got it. I ain't got to do this. I ain't got to cuddle. I ain't got to do this. Women like to be, women like affection. They like hands. Some women most women like hands held and all that type of stuff. So you have to do that. I ain't saying you got to do it all the time.
Yeah, not all the time.
But you have to do it sometimes.
Because even though us women like that, we don't always want it all the time. Yeah. We need our space too. Exactly.
So that's real. I can respect that. But like I said, then you had the other case, like I said, that come in like you already knew he wasn't affectionate. You knew what it was. So don't act like it's something new.
Yeah.
You just noticing it because maybe in your past relationship you had it. Now you ain't got it no more.
Yeah.
So it's a lot that comes with it, but you have to be open about what you want. And if you ain't getting it, hey, it is what it is. Because I don't think I'm the most affectionate dude either. But females know that about me. I'm not the most, but I will be affectionate. You know what I'm saying? I will hold hands from time to time. I will show some kind of affection. But for the most part, I'm not the most affectionate person. But at least you know that off the rip, though. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be able to give a little bit of it. You have to be able to give a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So that's in paying attention to that also. Catching yourself before she catches you. Not doing it. Like, hey, let me get behind her or slap on the booty, let her know I love her. You know, that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to do those things. It's definitely important.
One of the biggest issues with relationships, I feel like, is people are basing their relationships and what it should be or what it should like look like based off of what they see on social media. Like people are breaking up, getting into, you know what I'm saying, just having arguments and all because they feel like now they see this certain couple on Facebook, doing this or celebrities doing it this way, and they feel like
Hey,
like what?
like I was saying the other day on my Instagram, like that's why you're not gonna see a lot of 30 to 40 year marriages like that no more. Just not because because you got social media and you got dating websites. You remember back in the day, like not just like our granddad is or my dad, like like they would be cheating with women that just an example. Like they might be cheating with women in the workplace. Now it might be cheating. He might be cheating with a woman across the world because he met her on social media.
Yeah.
And he might travel. She might come see him.
Yeah.
And so that's how it goes nowadays. And so and I compared it to people with jobs. You don't see people on their job 30, 40 years because guess what they do when they get mad at their boss? Go on Indeed. We go on Indeed, see what they at work. At work, going on Indeed, looking for another job. So it's the same thing. People get mad, go on social media. They put their business on social media. Get mad. You put their business on social media. Then people in the inbox, and I can do you better. I can treat you better. This, that, and third. So when you do that type of stuff, you invite people in your relationship. So therefore, these relationships, these marriages ain't lasting 30, 40 years no more. Now I commend people who relationships last 20 years. I commend them. I'm not saying it's not possible. I just say you won't see as many of them. That was my thing. You won't see a lot of them like back in the day. You're not going to see a lot of them. It's just what it is. You might get 20 at this point. Like, because what we at 40? If we get married tomorrow with 60, 70 years old, hopefully we live to see 80.
Right.
Being real. So, like, that's what I'm saying. So, it's just what it is. And I think a lot of it has to do with honesty.
Oh, yeah.
I think a lot of it has to do with honesty and people becoming baby mamas, baby daddies. And they know they were in a relationship with this person, but they just wanted a piece of ass. Let's just be real. But they didn't know how to tell them that.
Right.
They didn't know how to tell them that. So guess what they end up having? A broken home.
Hello.
It's a broken home. Now because you couldn't tell them that I just want a piece of ass. I didn't want nothing else. But now she pregnant or you done knocked her up or you knocked her because you didn't want nobody else to have it. Or she got knocked up on purpose because she didn't want nobody to have you. And so now y'all fight. Or
is what they call a accident.
Yeah, accidents happen. Hey, accidents happen. Hey, trust me. Look, I got 5.
I'm just going to say that because, and I know sometimes people like accident. Yeah, because that wasn't the goal. That wasn't the end goal. It was just supposed to be the good time.
Yep.
And then, all right.
Boom, pow, and then thank you, ma'am. Yeah. Or whatever. It worked like that. So accidents do happen. And then you always get, then a lot of times now you got a bitter baby mama or a bitter baby daddy.
Yeah.
It happens. And it's just what it is now. That's why I say it's hard because people don't want to be honest about what they really want. Just if you trying to just be honest. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Be honest. Just because I ain't gonna say 9 times out of 10, but let's say 6% of the time females probably on the same thing you want. But you have to be honest about it, because at this age though, like I don't care about your favorite color. I don't care. I really don't. I'm just being honest. Like, I don't care about your favorite color. Like let's be real. I meet you because when you meet a person, what do you meet in a person off of? Looks.
Yeah, because it's the
physical attraction.
So
and then like you might get to talk to this person and be like, that's all you got to offer. Well, that's all I'm really here for.
Like,
anyway.
What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. That's all I'm really here anyway.
What's going on?
And nobody cares about body count no more. So I mean, I don't care what your body count is. I won't even ask you what your body count is. I bet not.
And and I feel like shit. If you ask me my body count, I'm not gonna tell you because it ain't your business. As long as I'm healthy, as long as you know what I'm saying, it ain't your motherfucking business.
I'm not asking a woman her body count.
Because I feel like as us women, we care about the men's body count.
But don't you?
But I know it's different.
Yeah,
I know it's different for men.
and
Well, they say it is. I feel like, hey, if you got a high count, as man or woman, I just feel like either way,
it ain't my business. Like I feel like that ain't my business. Ask your body count.
I've never asked nobody what their body count is.
That's what I'm saying. So I never asked a woman her body count. Not at this age. You asked that when you was in. I don't think I asked a female their body count since I was in high school. I don't think I did this since I was in high school. Because after high school, I didn't care no more. Because I don't. It's not gonna make me look at you no different. Because I don't want you to look at me no different. I don't want to look at you no. I don't care.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying. It don't matter. But that's where we at nowadays. So if you just be honest about what you really and truly want from that person, you will probably have a look that's gonna eliminate toxicity, and ultimately decide if that person want to mess with you or not. But people be so. I think if you at this age, I said big old age, and you still worry about getting a piece of ass, and that's your main concern. You got a long way to go.
You got a very fucking long way to go.
You can't have a conversation with a nice as a man at this age. You should be able to have a conversation with a nice looking young lady without I'm just saying without saying we finna like I need to have sex with you. No, but sometimes she might bring some more to your life than just sex. She might bring business. She might bring opportunities. She might bring all other stuff to your life besides just a nut.
Yep. So, motivate you in areas where where you trying to rise, and it's a lot of different things that you can bring to the table for each other. And so I just feel like social media is it's ruining a lot of relationships that could have been and probably could have really worked out, but due to social media, you should be buying me the most expensive bags, taking me on all these fancy days, taking me out of town, doing all this extra stuff. And, everybody ain't got it like that.
No.
Because at the end of the day, you got to look at your tax break. I'm just going to keep it real. I'm not going to act like I can go out there and buy a man, you know what I'm saying, one of them goddamn cyber trucks, them little ugly trucks. Then you know what I'm saying, people going crazy. I'm not gonna act like I can do that.
No.
And I'm not going to ask a man for nothing that I can't give in return.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, even though I am 40 years old now, that's never ever really been me. Like to just go to a man and say, I need help with a bill, whether we laying up or not. It's just not me. I've never been, but if we land, I expect you to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Here and there, you okay? You need anything? You know, that type of shit. But
I can respect it. Like to me, it's a give and take again. It's a give and take.
Mm-hmm.
However, I feel like to me, I feel like you should come in with your own.
Right.
Come in with your own. I don't mind adding to it. But I feel like if I mess with you, I'm gonna probably take over a few of your bills if I really mess with you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you live with me, you probably ain't got nothing but a few bills anyway. If we live together, you probably got nothing but a few bills anyway. But in the meantime, if you ain't got no bills like that, and I'm helping you out and doing what I'm supposed to do, I feel like you should be putting your money up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not just.
I feel like you should be putting your money up and putting it to the side anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you just in case I need to come to you for something.
Yeah.
You should be able to come through for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't put you in a position where you put your money up and stuff like that. Like you didn't put your money up, you save. And so you should be able to come through for me if I need you to. If I fall short, you should have my back.
Yeah.
So I think, man, like you should come with your own. But if I put you in position, you should be able to, like, you paying for your own hair and stuff like that because you ain't no bills.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, it doesn't, that stuff like doesn't happen overnight. But if we together, I got this bill. You go ahead and use that money to pay for your hair, your nails. Yeah. That's how it should be done. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe in 50-50, but I believe in you taking on. I take on the most bills. You take on a couple bills. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I take on the big bills. Like I take on the mortgage. You know, that type of stuff. Yeah. And then you take on the take on the light bill. But if the mortgage nowadays mortgage $2,000-$3,000, shoot, that's a big bill.
That's a very big bill.
So you should be doing that type of stuff. So as a man, you should provide your woman security. However, she should be always putting money back just in case something happens to you or something falls through, that you can call her, hey babe, I need $2,000-$3,000 when this happened. Like it should be like this. You know what I'm saying? So it should be, if I'm giving you security, give us security on the back end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Now I don't believe in 50-50. I'm not finna split no bills with you. We ain't finna go half and half. I definitely disagree on that. But you do what works for your household.
Right.
But I'm just not finna split rent. I'm not finna split mortgage. Hey, you got your report on the mortgage? No.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. That's just childish.
Yeah.
Childish. I'm not doing it. So, I would never do that. So
yeah, that's what I say. Everybody do what works best for your household. Because like I said, everybody ain't in a position to do certain things. And so like we said earlier, you should know certain things in the beginning. You should know whether your man working a job where it only pays a few pennies or your woman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So certain stuff you can't expect. You can't expect LV bag and stuff. And you know your man, come on now. He working a 9 to 5, making $15-$16. You can't.
He ain't got no other hustle.
He working,
but he just ain't got it like that. It ain't nothing wrong with not having it like that. Yeah. But at least the bills are paid and he's doing what he can do. And he might hustle a little bit on the side.
Right.
But he doing the best he can.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. You have to respect the man. At the end of the day, every man does not make 6 figures. Every man doesn't do that. And it's okay. But at least they try. That's the best thing. At least they try. But it gets to a certain, but I also get to a point where like you don't want nothing more out of life. You just gonna keep
right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a difference if you're working towards something bigger, or if you just stagnant and you just, this is good enough for me for the rest of my life.
So that when it becomes a problem,
a big problem.
Hold on, like that's all we doing. Right. That's all we doing. Like you ain't you don't want nothing better. You want to keep struggling. No, let's figure out together how we can, build more than what we have. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Build on what we already have. So that's just what it comes down to. But a man should always give, if that's the woman is like, he should always give us security. Make her feel secure, not just with monetary things, but with mentally secure. Right. And mentally secure ultimately, because that leads to a lot of other stuff. Mentally secure.
Yeah.
And and she would appreciate that, feeling mentally secure, knowing that you always gonna tell the truth and not lie to her. Mm-hmm. It's a big thing. Mm-hmm. So it ain't just monetary things when keeping a woman secure. It's other things. So you gotta remember that when you dealing with women, when you deal with a girl, she don't care. She care about the monetary things. Right. But if you dealing with a woman, she care about being taken care of mentally and physically. Mm-hmm.
That's true. Both. That's true. So what do you feel, or if this is you or ever have been you, like us women, we could, we gonna ask for or tell you, look, this is what I need. This is what I want. I want the affection. You don't take me out no more. Let's go on dates and shit like that. But the nigga can be there for his homeboy's birthday coming up. He popping out. He going out. He popping bottles. He going to the mall. He gonna get a fit. He gonna get his fresh cut.
It's hard to ask me. It's hard to ask me. I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of my best friends, like even though I do work in the fire department, we don't kick it. I've been doing this a long time, so I don't kick it with them every day, especially off work. I just don't. I love my dudes, but we don't kick it all the time. So you would probably catch me with my homegirl because, like kicking it with females, kicking with dudes, like females really got it. Like y'all are ball of fun. Like hanging with females that really, females that got that shit all the way together. Like they really popping bottles. Not saying my dudes ain't doing, because a lot of my best friends live out of town. We lived here, then they didn't leave. I'm the only one who came back. But
okay.
Long story short, females be with the shit. Like y'all ball to hang around. You know what I'm saying? Y'all little ball to hang around. Y'all with the shit. We gonna have a good time. We gonna bar hop When females bar hop, they bar hop.
Yeah.
They ain't looking at the money. We bar hop. Dudes be like, I want to stay here and see this female. Females be, let's go here, let's go there. I like this shit.
That's something I have never done that I said that I want to do. Maybe I get with my cousins, because I don't have girlfriends. Yeah. I don't really have no people outside of my kinfolk that I hang with. So I never tried that. And I was like, damn, you gotta. But it looked like it'd be fun though.
It's just bar hopping. You hitting different bars and shit. That's cool. Like I said, I would let you push about hanging with. Like I said, I hang with. I don't forget those things. Like I'm not one of those dudes. Like I'm definitely want to get up and celebrate your birthday. I'm definitely gonna do these things. Like you will see me out dolo before you see me out with a bunch of dudes. And like I tell a lot of dudes, I said, man, as you get older, you realize a lot of dudes be hating. You don't want to hang around a bunch of dudes. You ain't what you want to do. I'm gonna tell you why. Because a lot of females, maybe you can attest to this. A lot of females, when y'all see a dude hang around a bunch of dudes, it's certain stuff that y'all don't want to do around because he's scared. You scared you're gonna go back and tell his dude. Like, yo. But versus a dude that be dolo all the time, doing his own thing, got his own motion. Yeah. It's some stuff that you would do with him. They be like, I know he ain't gonna tell nobody. I can tell some stuff. Well, I can do some stuff that he ain't gonna. I ain't gonna tell no. He ain't gonna tell nobody. Yeah, he don't hang around a bunch of dudes. So that makes y'all feel a little bit more secure doing things or saying things around them because he ain't around a bunch of dudes. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of dudes ain't used to having bad chicks, and then they try to show out on the phone or do stuff like that. And females don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you have to be. Like, I hang around a few dudes. You might see me. The most you gonna see me out with is probably 2 dudes at one time. You will never see me around a group like 6, 7, 8.
Yeah,
I don't need them many dudes around. I don't want them many.
It started making me think other things. Damn, you can show that much love to your homeboys, but I'm your woman because they can't give you no cat.
That's
you
true.
Know what I'm saying?
So
why not? You know what I'm saying?
The dudes like that, like I said, I can't get with it. And get jiggy with it.
And then now, you bitch too much. You this, you that. All you do is always but how can I be your piece if you running out here with your homeboys and you can't take me on a nice little date here and there?
What happened with me? I was in Panama. I lived in Panama City Beach for a minute, and my best friend left. My son got there. He left and went contracting. He got out the Air Force and went contracting in Afghanistan. So I was like, he was always my excuse. He was always my excuse. Then he looked and so now I have no problem going nowhere dolo. I will go anywhere dolo. I will fall up anywhere by myself and have a great time. And so
I never done that.
You have to get used to being by yourself. And once you are cool with being by yourself, you look at stuff totally different. Like you don't need a crowd. Like you are your best friend. Like because guess what? You ain't got no money limits. Ain't nobody stopping you. Ain't got, hey, you ready to go? No, it's on you when you
right now. So, I feel that right there.
So you have to get to that point in your life where it's okay to roll dolo. It's okay to be by yourself. It's perfectly fine. So you have to be being alone should be mandatory almost, especially after you got a relationship. Like being alone with yourself and not messing with nobody. I'm talking about no sex, nothing. You should just be alone for a minute to get to know yourself. And a lot of people scared to get to know themselves.
Right.
So they need their reassurance around it. They need their validation if they around a group. I don't need no validation. I'm good. I'm good.
That's why a lot of people out of a relationship and hop back in another. You're like, damn, exactly. You can't be by yourself. I'm the type I can be by myself. Exactly. And to be honest, I feel like I've gotten a little too comfortable with being by myself because I just certain stuff I'm not gonna tolerate.
See now, Auntie don't want
Auntie don't want to do shit. I mean,
seen that meme on Instagram damn, I didn't say nothing wrong. Nah, Uncle ain't putting over dick. I ain't dealing with it. I don't have to. I ain't got to deal with it.
I don't have to. I'm comfortable in my home. Exactly. I'm comfortable by myself. I can have a good time by myself. I find my hookah up. I'll make me a drink and turn my music on, and I'll sit right here and enjoy my own company. I do the same thing. If you're not if you're not adding value, because a man is a bonus, and a man that is going to be a provider, protector, and just going to make me happy, we can laugh, that's a bonus for me. You know, at one point, I probably couldn't say that there was a bonus. That was just, you know, I don't know what to call it, but it's a bonus now.
It should be a bonus.
It's
a bonus.
At this
point in your life, it should be a bonus because you should, at this point in your life, you should want somebody around that wants you and not need you. Like you want somebody, because if you need me and then I get out your life, you gonna stalk me. So you have to be. I want somebody that wants me and not need me. Want me, don't need me. Because if you need me, that's gonna start a whole nother ball game. But if you just want me, I'm good with it. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be. I feel like you have to be. You have to go through that and understand some of this stuff. Like you just don't learn this stuff overnight. This ain't stuff that I'm speaking. It's stuff that I went through. So you have to you have to go through this stuff. Like I don't care what I say. Like my kids, no matter what I've done and what I've been through, I can't stop my kids from going through it. They gonna go through it. They gonna go through it.
That's a whole nother topic. Exactly. But
they gonna go through it. So you can't stop them. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. You have to go through this stuff in life in order. Now, if you don't learn from these mistakes, that's on you. Right. But you should be learning from these mistakes. Right. And gaining wisdom to pass on to your kids. Yep. So when they do go through it, which no matter what you tell them, they gonna go through it. Yeah. But you have to be. But you have to be there for them and understand when they do go through it. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You have to be there for them.
Yep, and I'm experiencing that, dealing with. I have a 21-year-old, so I have one adult child, and then I got one. He coming up on 18 October. So so it's like you want to protect them and stuff, but with wisdom, with the experience comes wisdom. So I know that I could tell them my whole stories about getting cheated on, heartbroken, and just I can't even tell you how to fix your broken heart.
Right.
I can only tell you from my experience what I did, what worked for me. So I get that. I get that they gotta learn on their own and
that's true. Like I said, like my I have custody of my 15-year-old. The rest of the other three grown, 19, about to be 21 and 23. Everybody that's grown except my last two, which is 4 boys. I have my custody of my 15-year-old son. I have my 7-year-old daughter. Mm-hmm. And my son asked me, he was like, what did having a daughter change about you? What did it make you look too different? I said, man, you know what? I realized that my daughter is gonna be okay. She gonna go through heartbreak. She gonna be all right. It's you that I'm worried about. When you get your heart broke, what you gonna do? How you gonna handle it? Because I had to be there for you. Because when I got my heart broke, I had nobody. My dad was there, but I didn't know what I was going through. So he gonna go through heartbreak. So I had to be there for him. So I'm like, I gotta be there for you. She gonna be all right. I'm gonna send her out. She gonna be just fine. She gonna kick ass and take name later. You, dude, like. Yeah. You were late bloomer to this game too. I said, man, he in 10th grade, he just got started dating girls in 10th grade. Mm-hmm. Like, you eat your heart broke. So I gotta be there for you. Cause it can either make you or break you. Cause you could either turn, it's like she could say, don't call me no more. And you keep calling, now you a stalker.
Yep.
Now you worried, now you a stalker. Yep. Because you don't know how to take no flams. Right. So I remember waiting by the phone at 18 years old, running to the phone, hoping she called. Didn't call. I didn't talk to no girls all that summer. So now I'm be there. I gotta be there for you. I gotta be there open ear when you go through your heartbreak, because you're gonna go through it. Mm-hmm. So I need to be there for you. She gonna take it like a champ and go by her way. Yeah. She gonna be just fine.
Yeah.
I'm worried about him.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess it was different. My daughter, that was her first heartbreak, and I was like, Lord. And it just makes me like, dang, I don't want to bring more children in the world. Well, I'm done now. Right. I'm done. Yeah, but, aside from this crazy world, you got to worry about your children being in this crazy world. You got to worry about shit like that. You got to get your heart broken. You got to go through the shit with them. Like, God damn. Yeah. Then you every day, and then you got to, it's like, God damn. I don't mean to be
I get it,
hard, but it's like, come on, girl, snap out of this shit.
I feel like as a man, is different, and because we don't know what we're going through.
Yeah.
And he don't know what he's gonna go through. And I'd rather him get his heart broke early than late.
Yeah.
Later, it might break you. You might lose your job. Like, yeah. Early, it'll give you time to recover. Like, yeah, give you some years to recover. Because, like I said, a dude don't want to admit it. I'm gonna admit it. My dad taught me how to be emotionally available. So this is what it is. Like, yeah, I got my heart broke, but I didn't know it was my heart broke. I'm just like, yo, what am I going through? I want the females. I want to know where she is. And I want to call her though. I want to call her, but I was waiting on her to call me. So you have to.
Oh, that's me now.
As a man, you have to. As a man, go through heartbreak earlier than later. Don't go through it. Don't go through it later on in life. If you go through it later on in life, you might lose it.
Because my son, like I said, he about to be 18. I don't think he ain't experienced it for real. He thinking, oh, what I know, you ain't experienced it yet. He ain't been through it. So I think I'm more scared for him. Like you said, I'm more scared for the boy than the girl.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I feel more bad for him than her. Like, she a champ. Like, I already know what she gonna do. She already cold. I know what I'm getting out of her. I know what I'm finna get out of her. I already know. That's my twin. I know what she finna do. So it's either gonna make him or break him, and I hope it makes it. That's all I got.
Yeah. So men cheat, but they don't cheat on every woman. Do you agree?
I cannot put it. Men do cheat. Women cheat too.
Women cheat too.
Women cheat too. But women, men like Country Wayne said. I seen this. Country Wayne said something. Shannon Sharp. Women cheat, but women they keep going about their home. They keep going. They smooth. Men, we cheating. We stupid. Like we throw our whole routine off. So that's why I say. Like I said, I feel like men gonna cheat till they get to a certain age. I feel like men gonna cheat till they get a certain age, and then finally we get to a point where we like, hey, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm just tired. I'm tired of being out, or I'm just tired of going through this. Like, it's like that's where they get to with it, or they get to a point they just start telling the truth and giving and that helps a whole lot. They start telling the truth. They just start getting to a point like, I'm just gonna tell the truth.
Yeah.
She's gonna accept it, she's not. In that way, it eliminates toxicity, it eliminates a lot of stuff. So I can't say all men cheat. I can't say that that's not fair to all men. And it's not fair
majority.
To all women. Yeah, I might say the majority, 50-50. But not all men cheat, not all women cheat. But a woman is going to cheat when she feel like she missing something. A man gonna cheat because he see a piece of ass.
Yeah.
A woman gonna cheat because she missed something at home, like something missing, so she gotta go cheat. So that's her reason. That's the whole logic. But then you have some women that can cheat and roll over and go back their way like a real nigga. It's just what it is. Some women can do that.
I'm gonna say this. My mama said I should have been the boy. My mama said you was my son.
Yo,
I mean, it ain't like I ain't never had my heart broken. I ain't never been there, crying and depressed and all that stuff. But for the most part, I push on. And then also, I tell the truth. But I've been in a situation with a person, and I would tell the truth, and they wouldn't fucking believe me. Like, I'm telling you, nigga, I'm dealing with such and such, and
that's the problem.
And then on down the line, when you so-called find out or something happens, and a baby, and then now I'm a cheater. No, nigga, I've been telling you this. You just chose not to believe me.
The problem. A lot of dudes are selfish. A lot of men are selfish. They don't want you out here doing what they doing.
You probably cheat too.
Yeah, but they don't want you out here doing what they doing.
Right.
They don't want you doing it. They are selfish. A lot of men are selfish, and I was this way too. I went through that phase too. Like, hold on now. Like, hold on, I didn't did this, and now you cheat with one. I done had 10 girls, you cheat with one, and so you have to get to a point where don't dish it out if you can't take it. So as a man, no, give the same energy. No, if she was out there, okay, it's what it is. Like, you have to get that same energy, because it's not like men think a woman gonna do what we do. They think that, oh, he finna go out and have a threesome. Well, have a threesome, then come on to me. A woman ain't finna suck 2 dicks in one night and go home unless that's her business.
Right.
That's her job. A woman can do that. Men do that, but women. A woman might have a man. She might just give an example. She might have Chris that take out the, and she might have John. John might just give her a conversation, and what's another one? Quincy? He might just give her money.
Yeah,
just might give her money. That's it. And so that's usually how it goes. So a lot of women, and then she might get some dick from one of them. Might. She might get it, but it just depends on what you missing at home. Right. And if the only thing you missing at home is just a communication, she can just get communication. Now that communication might lead to sex, but the main thing, only why she was even looking somewhere, because you don't know how to communicate.
Yeah.
Me ain't gonna cheat. Hey, Tasha got a big ass. I'm gonna go hit that.
Right.
She got a big ass. I'm gonna hit that.
Right.
She got a pretty face.
Right.
I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna go home. But so women cheat for those reasons. They cheat because something isn't at home. So don't get mad because you're not offering it. Let her go get it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Long as she got the same attitude, you my main squeeze. Okay, we good. But you do not get that energy off of you. Can't.
Yeah, and what about
not dish that shit out?
What about when y'all not even in a relationship and you being truthful as you possibly can be, and it's like, I don't know if they just don't want to accept it, but I could be right there in your face telling you, look, I'm dealing with somebody else. You ain't doing what I needed you to do. You don't want to take me out. You don't call. We barely see each other. And then, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, I feel like...
but I'm a cheater. How am I cheating if we're not in a relationship?
It's just
okay, I just want to clarify that.
You just being selfish. Because that's not your woman. Until y'all make it if it's not your woman.
Right.
And so you, just like, let her do her. You doing you, let her do her.
Right,
so
right.
Like I said, it all comes to, like I said, I've only met a few dudes that feel like I do. Like, we just don't give a fuck. Like, it's only a few of us that, like, we just don't give a fuck. Like, how I'm gonna get mad? I didn't fuck 10 girls, you can fuck one. That is what it is.
Yeah.
It's only a few dudes that feel like they didn't really mean it. And it is what it is. Like, yo, don't dish it out. Just, if you, like I tell my married friends, I don't tell them to cheat. I'm like, bro, if you're not happy, don't be married. If you unhappy, you feel like you gotta cheat all the time, don't be married. I never coerce them or make them cheat or like you probably missing out on something. Nah, bro, go on your wife.
That's
you married.
You married.
Come home.
Even as a single woman, I may know somebody that's close to me was in a relationship, but it wasn't working, and then you going outside of your relationship. Just because I'm single, I ain't gonna tell you, come on, girl, go with me. I got somebody I'm gonna hook you up with. I'm gonna tell you right, because if there was the shoe was on the other foot, I want some real advice. Because I'm not a yes person. And so don't ever expect me to be that yes person, because I'm gonna let you know how it is. I would never tell somebody to go out and cheat.
Exactly. Like I said, I don't encourage it. Like I said, that's why I won't get married. I don't encourage it. If you're gonna be married, be married.
Right.
And it's just what it is. Because at the end of the day, to me, like, I think my dad got sick. I think he had got sick and, passed away in a house fire because of, he couldn't move because of the strokes. But he had got sick. So I think they had a lot to do with him committing adultery. And so and so to me, I feel like they had a lot to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And so, you're going to be married. Because at the end of the day, even if your wife accepts or your husband accepts you cheating, at the end of the day, God's still looking at you like you married. So you breaking it. So, and I know one sin ain't bigger than another. I get that straight.
That's true.
Get that. Because fornicating is a sin.
Yeah.
So, but I'm just saying, to me, committing adultery, that is something I would want to do. So, but do again, because I did when I was married. I ain't gonna lie. So I don't want to do that. And so all I'm saying is, if you married, be married. But if you're not happy, don't be married.
Right.
But don't be out here doing it, because I know I don't want to mess with married women.
Yeah.
I never mess with married women. Like, you married. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with it. I made that mistake, and I feel like I got karma for messing with somebody that was going through a divorce. We were both going through a divorce, but we shouldn't have been messing off. And I'm okay with it. Like, I'm perfectly fine with it. You know what I'm saying? I take my karma.
Man, I'm taking it. It's karma. Karma kick your fucking ass, and you better take heed. And so You know, it just got to come to pass,
Yeah.
and I know what not to ever do in life again.
You have to take that and deal with it. You deal with the consequences from it. So
you don't want, as a woman, how does that feel for you to find out your man cheating on you?
Right.
So yeah, it kind of it fucked with me. I'm not gonna lie.
So you have to be real with it and deal with the consequences from it and learn from your mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So that's my biggest thing. Just learn from your mistakes as we get older and just don't
repeat them. Don't repeat the damn mistakes. Ask God. Once you ask God for forgiveness, He sees. So you gotta do your best to leave that situation alone.
So you just have to be real about it. And if you want to have it, don't be married.
Yeah.
Get the boy. I know it's easier said than done, but it's easier. It's easier to live alone and keep cheating on them because they don't deserve it, and that's not what marriage is about.
Yeah.
So it's just what it is. So that's being real.
So we're gonna top it off with the last thing, and this segment is what I call social media is a mess.
Social media a mess.
So I'm pretty sure you probably was on social media today. I don't know if it happened yesterday or today, but the Cardi B situation. Her and her husband Offset, she done said that she done got with a man while she pregnant. And some people are saying Offset been doing it all these years, so Cardi finally got her lick back. So do you feel like that?
Yeah, deal with it. Like, bro, like you didn't dish it out, and maybe she didn't do it. But just the thought of her really doing it.
Because sometimes us women,
y'all
we get mad and we gonna say some shit that we know gonna hurt you. That don't always mean that we always fucking did it. And I done had a person I tell some shit to, and I tell some shit. And motherfuckers swear up and down, I'm a hoe to the end of this world. And I just say stuff sometimes because I'm fucking mad, because I know that's what triggers you. And so whether she really did or not, I mean, I could feel as far as, she being pregnant and sleeping with another man. But shit.
It don't matter. It goes back to what I just said. If you can't take it, don't dish it out.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not like you did. These women nowadays, they ain't broke. They got their own shit. It ain't like back in the day where women need their man. They don't need y'all. They don't need us no more. They got their own shit. They got their own car. They got their own beans. They got their own. They don't need us. They can go out there and get them. They go out there and get them. Guess what? They go out there. This is the thing. They can go out there. Y'all can go out there and find. You know what? Like I was reading something on social media not too long ago that said the best sex of your life didn't come from that dude that you with. The best sex gonna come from that dude that's sitting on his mama's couch right now.
He trying to fuck his way into a home.
So she gonna fuck around, go find somebody like that, and that's all she want from him. She gonna give him. She know he ain't got nothing else to offer but that.
Yeah.
And so that's what she can go out there and do. Y'all possess that power to go out there and do that.
Yeah.
So no, he just gotta deal with it. Deal with it, bro. Like you dish this out. You didn't been with it. And this just the woman she caught you with.
Right.
It ain't the other women that she ain't even caught. They don't even know about. The one that said, I don't want my business out there.
Right.
It's the one she caught you with. So you have to suck that up and deal with it. And like you have to have a conversation with yourself in the mirror, like, self, you did this shit, let it go. You just want to deal. Want to deal. So that's my take on that. And I don't feel bad for him. No, you got money.
Yeah, I definitely don't.
You got money. You can go out there and find you. It ain't. I'm not saying go find another Cardi because that's your wife. However, you dish it out. Take it.
Right.
Be a man and man up and take it. Take the lick on the chin.
And just like you said earlier, men can be sloppy with that shit. He was fucking sloppy because he got caught too many times. And like Cardi B was saying, I believe she said something along the lines like, he got caught doing his shit, but she didn't.
Right.
So obviously either she just told him about the shit and she could have maybe had other times that she stepped out of her marriage. But us as women, we move different when it comes to that.
I think she did it? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe not. It don't matter. It's just the thought that you think she did.
Yeah, that's all that we worried about.
So that's all that it takes. So at the end of the day, if you can't take it, be faithful. And it goes men and women. You can't take it, just be faithful.
Or leave and
or
then
leave,
get you
and
leave.
And don't be selfish. It's just what it is. So if you can't take it, leave or just leave and do what you going and hold around what you gonna do.
Right,
like,
right.
Or do you? And they always holding around, but do you?
Right.
So that's my take on it.
Yeah. And sometimes when you come to us women and give us our choice, because sometimes some of these women already like other women. You never know but if you don't get to know, you don't get to know your woman or really, you know what I'm saying?
She might entertain it. But you gotta be open with it and you find that out.
You never know. Look, Cardi B now. I know it could be sometimes just her music and what she talking about. But you never know.
Like T.I., I heard T.I. and what you call into that.
Yeah.
I heard Teyana Taylor and Old Boy was into it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so
yeah.
That's what I heard. So
yeah.
But it's just part of it. But you got to be honest about what you want.
Right,
and
right.
If they ain't tweaking your tweet as they call it, maybe they okay, like, okay, maybe I ain't with it. Let's see what let's bring somebody else in and go from there. But you also have to be strong minded enough to know, like, hey, if this is my woman, we just having fun and go from there. A lot of people don't know how to separate too. A lot of people, not just men, but men and women know how to separate too.
Yeah.
That's another subject.
That's a whole nother subject. Yeah. So this was a good talk, a good conversation, y'all. And y'all drop down in the comments below as y'all, watch this. Leave your comments, your opinions on the different things that we talked about. And let me know how you feel. And I'm going to meet y'all in the comments. And I'm going to rebuttal off of what you tell me. So just be respectful. But, let me know how you really feel. And we're going to get out this video. Yeah. I want to thank Devin for coming on and, doing this episode with me. And I hope that he comes back
again.
I think
we got a few other things we can talk about.
I got many more things we can talk about.
We can do that.
Yeah, so we're going to get out this video. And remember to live, love, laugh.
If you want to follow me, I'm on DT__901 at IG and Devin Taylor on Facebook.
Okay. And I will put that on the screen. So if y'all want to follow him, because he do be hilarious. Like he will give the single men, the guys that are out here probably searching for somebody. He let them know what a single woman is. He let you know where they at and how to go about doing it. You know what I'm saying? Find us in the grocery store. That's what he told me at the last time. We be in the grocery store.
We'll talk about that another day. But yeah, I appreciate you having me though. I'll come back again.
No problem. This was fun. So all right, y'all. We're gonna get out here. Peace.